We are in stripping mode. All boxes off, nothing going back. So we're right down to the singles again. Such a familiar sight. These 3 boxes up on top, got a bit of honey in there, enough to bother to work with them. So they're going back to the honey house to be extracted, and we're pushing everything right down into the single box. You can see these bees are absolutely packed in here. All fitting down into that single. We have 2 pounds of patties in here, and we come back around, we'll add another 2, maybe 3 pounds, just to keep these puppies going. As you can see, Harrison's having a little trouble with putting the lids on. Oh, they sure devoured those patties. As we put pails on top. So these colonies are basically in starvation mode. As soon as we strip those boxes off, we have to get them feed right away, otherwise we'll compromise the brood nest. So that's just a quick little minute update while Adrian waits for me to get back to work. This yard stripped off, another 2 yards we're going to strip off today. We're going to set boards another 10-15 yards next week, and the following week we should have everything off, everything into the honey house. So that'll be a great feeling. Look at the bees. I've come across this washboarding in every yard that I've gone to so far today. Oh, well, he stopped. They kind of are. Both these hives were aggressively washboarding, kind of like this one here. Looks very cool because the bees are pointed in the same direction, and you get a profile of all these organized OCD bees kind of dancing in the front. I wish I knew what it meant. I'm seeing it more and more and more. Some, dancing a little bit, some very, very specifically dancing or washboarding or whatever. Now let's see, these ones here too. It's like, what are you guys doing? I'd like to know what it means and if it's linked to any type of trait or such. A behavior that represents something. Just very interesting. So I'm kind of wishing when I went through and set these boards that I didn't put that second on, because now I have 800 boxes I got to remove. I wasn't sure where the flow was at, and if we would have got a rain, all that second cut alfalfa might have filled that box up full of honey. But it didn't rain, and these boxes are empty, and then I had to scramble to get syrup into these colonies. So now I'm feeding through these honey boxes. So now we have to come through, shake the bees out, have the bees rob out the syrup, get them down into that bottom box. Pain in the ass. Let's just take a peek inside this one to see what. Don't have my hive tool with me. If I can pluck a frame out. Maybe it's for the better. These girls are right full. A beekeeper without a hive tool is like a carpenter without a hammer. Can't get that out. Hmm. Nicely filled with syrup, so that's good. I don't have to worry about them for a little while. I'll just carry forward with my strategy. A couple gallons, a gallon now, maybe another gallon in a bit of syrup up top. Make sure they don't starve. 3 pounds of patty over the brood nest. Make sure they don't slow down their development. As you can see, everything that's going here, everything at the pail is viable. It's been checked. That one over there is a queen replacement. I could check them in a week and a half. So that I'll count, let's say I'll count that as a loss. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Haven't shaken these guys out yet. These could be queen replacements too. I'll come back in a week and a half or so, make the final call. As soon as we get caught up, I'll come through, make the final call. So 1, 2, 3, 4 out of a yard of 40. That is a pretty good summer loss rate, I would say. Consistency. There is a lot of consistency within my yards this year. And that is one of the reasons why I was able to pull some honey this year through a very, very difficult season. I don't know, man. Screaming for a study.